Hey guys, it's Expel Emon here, and I am making a tutorial for the Moon Animation Suite. Because I learned without a tutorial, and it took me a solid 2 hours to actually do anything. So, let's begin. First, you have to actually get a rig from the original animation plugin for now. It is a planned feature to be able to spawn in rigs with the Moon Animation Suite, but that's not a feature as of this video right now. So there are two tools for the Moon Animation Suite, and it has two add-ons as of now. One of them being the theme editor, which completely changes how it looks. Let's go with the default for now, which this is the default. So for the animation suite, this is how it looks normally. What you do to use it is just like the regular animation plugin. You select your model and use the plugin itself. So this may look difficult, but it's really not. First of all, if you want to actually do anything with this, you have to open the weld editor, which is what gives you the ability to edit the welds and add keyframes. So let's begin by these are all of the hotkeys if you ever forget them. So this is a very important one. So let's just say this could be a look around or something. And 1 second. Looped then make it 2 seconds. Keyframe settings, we'll worry about that when we get to the keyframes. Previous frame would go 1 back. Next frame just goes 1 forward, which in this you actually have a lot more freedom because you can edit so many more keyframes. It's insane. So yeah, that goes there. In the middle, there's the quick export to Roblox. Essentially what this does is it does not export it straight to Roblox. It creates the animation file, and you have to right click it and click export to Roblox. But we'll get on that later. So jump to the first frame, jump to the middle, and jump to the end. Then you can play and pause the animation, but since there's nothing there, it won't play. Then you can just add a keyframe to a joint by just doing that, which I'd rather just move something and create a keyframe, to be honest. But that's if you don't want it to move at all. So, and then minus is delete the keyframe. Obviously, you do have to use the numpad for all of these. Then there's clear keyframe selection and save animation. So, let's begin with how it works. Essentially, as in the regular animation editor, it always starts with the same thing at the beginning, and you have just one set of keyframes. In this, you don't really, and that's actually kind of good, because you can just start from anywhere, and that will always be this. You don't have to change anything, or you could even change it, actually, but it's always the default to this. So if we wanted to, basically what I'm saying is if you start an animation later and instead of there, it would tween all of the things straight into the animation. So you can control click to select multiple keyframes like so. Then this is the keyframe settings. It allows you to change the easing style, the easing direction, and the weight, just like you could if you were using the regular animation editor. So let's real quickly make this looking around animation. Let's just add a keyframe to all of these, because you can make it tween or you can't. Personally, I'd prefer doing something like this and not having it tween. so I can modify how long it actually takes to get to that position. So, actually, since I realize now, since this is a looping animation, we can just do this. But what I'm getting at here is how to use it. So, remove all these. Essentially, you'll need to learn the hotkeys. You can use left alt plus a key like R to change it from rotation, such as so, to positioning, like that. Or you can change the space it operates in, from the world space to local space, which moves with it. World space never moves, and that's what it is. And then reset just resets it. And then there's the different types of welds, as well as the increment, such as 1, 5, 10, 45, etc. So we shall make an animation real quick. We can use this one right here. Select it, Shift C, and go to where we want it. Shift V to copy it. So let's make that like elastic. And then we go on and add something to the middle, like that. We shall make this one cubic. It's going to look really bad, but that's the point. There we go. And that's our animation. So we press 0 to save it, then we press 5 to export it, and then we hold 0, and that saves it again and closes it. So as we can see, if I select that, we can see the look around animation. And it's perfectly intact. And now how we export it is after pressing 5, you will get this file right here. It'll be inside this quick export. If you export multiple animations, it will override the one currently in quick export, so be careful of that. So we can click Save to Roblox, and voila, that's how you save the animation. And these 5 animations are all made using this, and we can see that I can directly, if it'll work, I think it's probably the weld editor. Yep. So I can directly import with an animation ID, such as this one. And that works perfectly fine. So we save it normally, etc. One thing I forgot to mention, you can press right Alt, and it will, if you're used to this, it will act as if you were holding left Alt at all times. And that's about it.